Now we're going to switch gears a little bit here and financially talk about taking out a loan, mortgage loans, car loans, and so forth. So let's start here with question 17, and we'll work through the details. So it says you can afford a $700 per month mortgage payment. Now this is where the payment is really a payment. It's not coming to us, we are paying it. So we know to put the $700 here as our payment, and it's negative because it's going to go away from us. You can get a loan at 5% interest for 30 years. So 5% interest, we can get that there. 30 years, and we're paying monthly. So that's, most of these are going to be monthly. Most lenders don't want to wait a whole year to get your first payment. They want it next month. So monthly payments. So we're going to do 12 times 30 years. So 360 monthly payments. Loans, the goal is that you amortize them, that you pay them off. You kill the loan eventually by your payments. So that's where we put in a 0. Now, there's some creative ways you can put a different value in here. That's called a balloon payment at the end. But you have to plan for those and have that money. Most of us, we want to pay off the loan. So we do that, and then we click on present value. This is going to be how much money we would be able to receive back. Not necessarily qualifying for, but it's what we could afford. Okay, so we click that button. We can get $130,397.13. It's positive because when we get the loan, it actually comes to us. Now, we may never see this money. It goes through an escrow account and all that kind of stuff, but we do get the house that this is going to go pay for. Okay, so that's the answer to the A question right here. There is also a B question, and the B question asks how much total money we will pay to the loan company. Well, again, what we will pay for this is that we will pay $700, the payment every month for 360 months. So payment times N, payment times periods, payment times periods. When we multiply this, we will get that we paid $252,000 back to that company, the mortgage. We borrowed $130,000, so how much interest did we pay? Well, in this case, we take the payments minus the present value, minus what we got from the loan. So that's the C part, is we take what we paid, subtract off what they gave us, and what will be left is the interest, but in this case, we are the ones that paid that interest. Okay, so when we do the subtraction here, we end up with $121,602.87. Almost as much as what we paid for the house, or for what the original loan, $130,000, $121,000 in interest. Let's take a look at another example that we may very well face. 18 is buying a car. So we got Marie, who can afford a payment of $250 every month. She can get a 7% loan, and she's going to pay it back in 5 years. Pay it back, so future value will be 0. It's going to be monthly, so we know that this is 12 or monthly. So how many payments? That's going to be 12 times 5 years, 60 payments. Okay. All we have to do is click on the present value button, and it will calculate that we could get a loan, or Marie could get the loan, for $12,625.50. Okay. Again, then we want to know how much did she pay for this car overall, and we'll see the shorter duration. This is only a 5-year loan instead of a 30-year loan. cuts back on that interest. Even though it's higher interest rate, it's paid back more quickly. So we start to answer these questions. The B part, payment times periods, 250 times 60, and that gives us $15,000 in total that she paid. The C part, how much of that was interest? Well, we subtract off the loan amount. So $15,000, the amount of payment, subtracting off what they gave her, and we get that she paid $2,374.50 in interest. Now, if she would have stretched this loan out to maybe like a 7 or 8 years or 10-year loan or something, the interest will be more. Payment would be less, but the interest will be more. She can reduce the interest by shortening the payments, maybe doing it in 4 years or 3 years, but that will increase the monthly payment. So these are the balancing factors we use. How much can we pay? And we can reduce the amount we need to pay. We get more loan for a lower payment with longer repayment, or we can shorten the repayment period. We'll have a higher payment, but we'll get it paid off more quickly. Okay, so let's take a look at 19, another example using a mortgage payment. So this time we can afford $1,500 payment, so we put that in for our payment. We can get an 8% loan. So again, the higher the interest rate, actually the less we can borrow less amount for the same payment. We're doing it for 25 years. Again, we fill in that this is monthly. So it's 12 times 25, and that's going to give us a 300 monthly payments, 300 periods. Again, all loans, we're going to pay them back eventually, so future value is 0. We calculate on the present value, click that button, and you'll see that you can get $194,346.78. It's good news. Buy your house. The thing is we're going to calculate in the B part of the question, how much are we going to pay for this loan? So we're going to pay $1,500 every month for 300 months. 1,500 times 300. We will make $450,000 in payments over the life of this loan. They gave us less than $200,000. You see what's happening here? And so to find out how much interest was paid, we go to the C part. We take our $450,000 that we paid out, subtract off what they gave us, and find out that we paid them, the mortgage company, $255,653.22 in interest.